Hello. I'm back in Arizona. That's why the room looks a little different. If you even noticed, you probably didn't. Probably don't even care that much. Happy Tuesday, everyone. How are you guys doing? That's really great. So it is almost back to school season, and a lot of people are starting college this year. And a lot of people are pretty close to finishing college. That's me. I'm a senior at ASU, if you did not know. 4 years ago, I made a similar video like this when I was a senior in high school and gave you guys tips on how to survive high school. And my number one tip from that video was to not go to high school. Today, I thought it would be cool if I gave you tips on how to survive college. I know I kind of joked in the last video, but I'm going to kind of take this seriously because it is kind of a scary transition for people. It's the first time people are going to be by themselves without relying on their family and their parents. That was the case for me. I moved across the entire country and was independent for the first time in my entire life. So you're going through something similar. Hopefully I can help you with these amazing tips that I came up with. I don't know how to speak. So without further ado, is that how you say that? Without further ado? Without wasting any more time, let me just get right into the tips. The first thing I recommend doing is to join clubs. Most colleges have a lot. I know ASU has like way more than 100 clubs, like for everything that you can think of. So if you have a hobby in something or interests in certain things, there will probably be a club for it. There's literally Quidditch clubs. I should have done Quidditch. Clubs are a great way to make friends. I'm actually not involved in any clubs, but freshman year I did try out for the comedy club. Didn't get in, but still met one of my closest friends. Hi Taryn, if you're watching this. Love you. Hallmates. Definitely make friends with your hallmates or your floor mates, whatever you want to call them. Pretty much anyone that you live in the dorm with will most likely be in all of your classes, and you'll see them pretty much every single day. So you might as well make friends with them. My closest friends are from the dorms. We were really close freshman year, went to parties a lot, kind of got into some trouble, but that's the whole college experience. But yeah, definitely make friends with your hallmates. Can't recommend that enough. That's probably my most important tip I could probably give you today. Next, I definitely recommend you organize yourself as much as possible. I don't think you can see it, a calendar, and I always write out like when all my like assignments are due or like when my classes are. I also like to color coordinate a lot. I pick a color for each class and I get a notebook, like a folder, pens that match that color. So when I'm writing notes or scheduling things out, I can match a color to the class. I've struggled with that my first couple years at college, but like I finally recently started to reorganize my life so I could keep track of everything, and it helps. Shockingly, they're right. Organization actually helps your life. Who knew? A lot of people did. I didn't. My next tip is to drink water. I know that sounds silly, but you don't drink enough water. I don't think anyone drinks enough water, except for crazy people who actually drink the amount of water you're supposed to drink, and then some, and they're like peeing their brains out. But you're gonna want to drink water, especially if you're going to college parties. I suck at drinking water. Most of my intake is either coffee or alcohol. Very rarely do I drink water, but when I do, I feel great. That just goes to show that scientists know what they're talking about. My next tip is education, aka you're here for your education. Don't forget that. Learn as much as possible too. There's tons of classes that are usually provided for you. And if you're interested in something, like a club, take that class. There is a class for Scooby-Doo at ASU. And I didn't realize that because there's like 80 million classes at ASU. I realized it late. But like if I saw that earlier, I could have gotten an easy A. Because in case you forgot, I'm obsessed with Scooby-Doo. But yeah, educate yourself as much as possible. Take all sorts of different classes. You never know what could be interesting to you. You might find out that the major you're going for isn't the major you want to do, and some elective that you take is way more fun than what you're already doing. So educate yourself as much as possible. But also don't forget to have fun. Like, that's also important too. My last and final tip is sleep. You're gonna want to stay up till the wee hours of the morning, finishing that paper, studying for that important test, which is important. Like, yes, do your homework and like study and everything and make sure you get good grades, but at the same time, like, your mental stability is more important at the end of the day, and sleep is so great. And if you already don't know the material, you're probably not gonna know it by the time you wake up. So you might as well get a good night's sleep and be happy about the failure you're about to get. I'm really good at this motivational talk. Anyway, those are all my tips. Don't worry if you can't remember all of them. I figured out a great acronym for you to remember. And all you have to remember is CHODES. That's right, CHODES. So yeah, hopefully this video was a lot of help. I know this was like kind of genuine advice, but you know what? Sometimes you need it. If you have any questions whatsoever, especially my fellow out-of-state students, please leave them in the comments. I'll be there to respond probably, because I have nothing else to do. Please like and subscribe. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, so it only took me 10 years, but here we are. Follow me on all my social medias. There will be links in the description. From collegiate senior to my incoming freshman. Good luck, study, and don't forget to have fun. That's actually a good tip too, is just don't forget to have fun. Have a terrific Tuesday, Sasquatches. Bye-bye! I'm getting really distracted by my front yard. How come every time I do one of these videos, I feel like all my roommates are listening to me outside my door?